Let's take a look at the ship tiles now. There are 6 different ships, and when you start the game you pick one of them and take the corresponding miniature as well. These are the engines. You start the game with the engines inactive and you have to build them. In order for you to build them, you have to A. have the required resources listed on the top of the token, in this case radioactive and low tech, and B. take the upgrade action on a black planet card. If you do, just flip the tile face up and align the crystal symbol with the arrow here. Same for this engine. Now, this is the warp engine, and we'll talk about what it does in a bit. And this is the teleport engine, same thing. The squares here, the green squares, indicate how far the ship can move on its turn. In this case, you can move up to 2 spaces. Movement is done vertically and horizontally only. You cannot move diagonally. Now, this is the warp engine. The warp engine has 2 uses. One of which is that it allows you to move diagonally if you have built it. The other use is that during the course of the game, you will have many sectors. If you have the warp engine, you may visit planets in previous sectors. Now, the teleport engine. The teleport engine allows you to teleport your crew tokens to other planets that your ship is not currently on. But it only works on the current sector. You cannot teleport them to the previous sectors, right? Whenever you use one of the engines, you rotate it to the next available dot. This is simply to keep track of how many times you've used the engine. Each ship starts the game with 4 slots, and each slot can contain up to 2 tokens. That's why we have the number 2 here. Take note, this is the special upgrade slot, cargo slot. This cannot be damaged ever, and we'll explain the damage in a bit. At the start of the game, each player will take 2 green crystals and place one of them in the upgrade slot and the other wherever he wants it, right? Whenever we build a sector, and we'll talk about that in a bit, we take an additional green crystal. You can also store relics on your cargo slots. So this is a relic token, right? I would put it like so, or here, whatever I want to. Take note though that you cannot rearrange them in any order. Let's talk about damage. During the course of the game, your ship may get damaged. If it does, you take one of these damage tokens and place it on one of the cargo slots. Take note that the upgrade slot can never be damaged. So in this case, I have to put it on one of the other 3, and that means that I will lose whatever is on that slot. So I will put it here and lose this relic. I cannot use this cargo slot anymore, and I have to repair it. Whenever I choose the upgrade promote action, I can upgrade my ship, and then it will have battle stations. That's the only way I can engage in battle at the game. To do that, I pay whatever is on this slot, be it resource or relics, remove everything else, and flip the tile on its side. Now you can see that there's only one slot for engines, so I have to make a decision whether I want to keep the warp or teleport engine, whether it's inactive or active. Let's say I keep my warp engine. I still have 2 movements, which is dependent on the ship I take. For instance, Haralabos here has only 1 move left. And I also have a battle station. This means that I will place a shield token, and Haralabos will place 2. Next, you can see that I only have 6 slots. There's no longer the upgrade slot here, right? Now, I place whatever I had in any way I want, except for the damage. Whenever I upgrade anything, I also have the ability of repairing 1 damage on the ship. So, I do not place the damage because I've already repaired it. Make sense?
Yes.